Once upon a time, in a beautiful village in Africa, there lived a boy named Bola. Bola was known for being very stubborn. Whenever his parents asked him to help them with chores or do something nice, Bola would always say, "No, I don't want to." Very stubborn boy. Bola's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ade, were the kindest people you could ever meet. Mrs. Ade was a respected trader at the local market selling pepper and tomatoes. Mrs. Ade would always stay late in the market, so that way she would sell more and make more money. Mr. and Mrs. Ade worked very hard to provide for their only son, Bola. Despite their busy schedules, they always made time for Bola. Every evening, the family would sit down together for dinner. They would share stories and laugh. Mr. Ade would tell Bola about the importance of hard work. Mrs. Ade would remind him about kindness and respect. But Bola, being stubborn, would often roll his eyes and say, "I don't care about that stuff." One day, Mr. and Mrs. Ade received some bad news. They needed extra money to buy food for Bola. They decided to go to a distant town to get it. Bola didn't care. He just wanted to play football with his friends. Sadly, while Bola's parents were away in the distant town, they were in an accident on their way home and they didn't make it back. Bola was heartbroken, but at first, he didn't realize how much his parents had sacrificed for him. With his parents gone, Bola felt a strange mix of emotions. He was sad, but a part of him felt so relieved. He thought, "Now I can do whatever I want." Bola spent his days playing football and eating whatever he liked. But soon, the house became messy and there was no food left. Bola didn't know how to cook or clean. One day, the landlord knocked on the door. He told Bola that without his parents, he couldn't afford to live in the house anymore. Bola tried to plead with the landlord. "Please, Mr. Landlord, don't kick me out. I do not have anywhere to go." "I'm sorry, Bola. You can't stay here without your parents." With a heavy heart, the landlord had asked Bola to leave. Bola was now all alone, wandering the streets without a place to call home. Bola wandered the village streets, unsure of where to go. The nights were cold and he often went to bed hungry. He missed the warm meals his mother used to cook and the stories his father used to tell. One morning, Bola woke up to the sound of his empty stomach growling. He decided to search for food. He went to the market hoping someone would give him something to eat, but without money, it was hard. Bola learned that surviving on the streets was tougher than he had ever imagined. As days passed, Bola met some kind strangers who offered him small acts of kindness. A fruit seller gave him an apple and the baker handed him a piece of bread. Bola found a small abandoned shed at the edge of the village. It wasn't much, but it was better than sleeping outside. He made a small bed out of old blankets. He thought about his parents and the life they had dreamed for him. As Bola laid on his makeshift bed, he made a vow to himself. "I will work hard and never give up. I will make my parents proud." Determined to keep his promise, Bola started working at the market. He helped vendors carry their goods and did any odd job he could find. He learned a lot about business and making money. He developed an entrepreneurial mindset. He started buying small fruits and vegetables in bulk and selling them individually. He saved each coin he earned, always thinking about the next step. One day, Bola met Mr. Okoro, a wealthy businessman who owned many properties in the village. Mr. Okoro saw potential in Bola and decided to take him under his wing. He taught Bola about real estate, the importance of location, and how to negotiate deals. With Mr. Okoro's guidance, Bola saved his earnings and made his first investment. He bought a small piece of land in the village. He knew it wasn't much, but it was a start. Bola continued to expand his network and made connections with influential people in the village. This relationship opened doors to new opportunities and partnerships for Bola. One evening, as he was closing a stall at the market, a group of men approached him and they demanded a share of Bola's earning. Bola refused to give in to their demands. He knew that giving them money would only make things worse. The gang didn't take his refusal lightly. They threatened him and warned him that there would be consequences. Scared and unsure of what to do, Bola decided to seek help from Mr. Okoro. He told him about the gang and the threats. Mr. Okoro told Bola, "You need to be careful. These people are dangerous. I believe in you. Stand your ground, but be smart about it." Bola came up with a plan. He gathered evidence of the gang's activities and went to the village chief. The chief, who respected Bola's hard work and determination, decided to take action. One night, the village chief along with some trusted villagers confronted the gang. There was a tense standoff for a moment, but the chief warned the gang leader to leave Bola alone or face the consequences. The gang members were arrested and Bola had to testify in court. Bola was scared, but he stood tall and told the truth. His testimony helped put the gang members behind bars. Bola's bravery and honesty earned him the respect of the entire village. People admired his courage and determination. He continued to work hard and his business grew. With the gang now gone, Bola was able to focus on his real estate business. He bought more land, built houses and rented them out. His reputation as a trustworthy and hardworking businessman spread in the village. One day, Bola decided to reward himself. He bought a luxurious apartment in the city. It had a spacious living room, a beautiful kitchen, and a balcony with a stunning view of the skyline. Bola stood on the balcony of his new apartment, reflecting on his journey. Little did he know that life had more challenges. A shadowy figure watched from a distance, someone from Bola's past who hadn't forgotten the depths they believed were old. One evening, Bola's phone rang with an unexpected call that would change everything. "Bola, you need to come back to the village. Something serious has happened." What could it be? And who is this mysterious figure from Bola's past? Join us in the next episode to find out what challenges await Bola. Make sure to subscribe so you will get a notification when the next episode had dropped. Thanks for watching and make sure to like the video.